Welcome back to Young Tripp Reactions. The next video we're going to do is mother of two arrested after wellness check. Let's get into it, y'all. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, join the Young Tripp family. I see a lot of people are watching, only a handful are joining the Young Tripp family. Let's get into it. My homie Tripp King.
Yo, UTV2, what's going on? Tripp again for y'all another video. Hope you're having a very great day. Hope you're having a very great week. My day is going absolutely outstanding. Big shout out to all the channel members and subscribers of the Trey King Show family, and much love to all of you. And you all, we have a store out of Michigan by way of Flint Township. And big shout out to everybody in the great state of Michigan, everybody outside the great city of Flint Township. Now, before I start the story, I want to send a special thank you out to my channel members and also to my subscribers for sending me the story. And also, keep these stories coming. And now you all, I'm not going to be long today, but I'm going to be very strong. Now, my daddy used to always tell me that the worst kind of woman that a man can ever deal with in this life is a woman who sleeps around with multiple men, and also a woman who does not take care of herself, and also, more than anything as it pertains to this story, a woman who does not take care of their children. Now,
You better believe it. Trey spit nothing but facts just to open. Let's do 3 claps, y'all, for Trey. The last one wasn't as good. He's saying nothing but facts. The worst type of woman that you can talk to is a woman that does not take care of herself, a woman that does not take care of her children, and I'm gonna roll it back so he can do it.
as you are also a woman, but I'm going to be very strong. Now, my daddy used to always tell me that the worst kind of woman that a man can ever deal with in this life is a woman who sleeps around with multiple men, and also a woman who does not take care of herself, and also, more than anything as it pertains to this story, a woman who does not take care of her children.
So a woman that does not take care of herself, a woman that does not take care of her children, and a woman that sleeps around with multiple people. Nothing but facts to be open. Let's continue.
Now, as you all hear this story, I want you to ask yourself today, what in the hell is wrong with these helpers? Just like that. Because as you all understand, these children did not ask to be here. Now, I know when I make these videos, sometimes I go off, sometimes I go on. But at the same time, my intentions are good. Because when we are dealing with children and people who cannot help themselves, somebody got to stand up for the little ones. Now, as I break the story down, I want you to ask yourself several questions. Number one, what was this woman doing all this time these children were suffering? And also, why even have children if you're going to treat them like trash? And now, for those of you who have been watching me for the last 9.5 years, you all know that I do all kinds of videos. Some of those videos be funny, some of the videos be very sad. But behind every video is a message. And the message today is this right here to these women out here who are having children and abusing them. If you're not going to take care of the child, give the child to somebody else that will take care of the child. Because there's no reason for these children to be done this way. Now, as recently as last year, I did a story out of Michigan where we had another trifling heifer who decided to abandon her children. But one thing about this lady, and we're not making up no excuses for anybody who misused their children. But one thing I will say about this woman is the fact that at least she had people dropping off food, and she would drop off food also. Check this out.
Police in Pontiac say 3 children were found living alone in deplorable conditions after
living alone in deplorable conditions. Like Trey said, why would you even have children if you are just going to leave them by themselves, though? That's crazy. Let's continue.
Discovering their mother had abandoned them for years.
Yes, family, just like the news reporter stated, for years this woman was gone. But at the same time, she did drop off food, even though the whole house was hella nasty. And I also have to ask this question also. What in the hell she was doing this whole time? You know what she was doing? Just like all these other women that I'm going to show in this video. It was all doing the same thing. And some of y'all looking around asking yourself right now, well, Trey, what in the hell was these heifers doing? These heifers was living their best life, playing dress up on the internet. As in the case of this other story that I did out of Indiana, where we had a trifling ass woman who left her 2 children in squalor while she went to a boyfriend's house and laid up and played dress up on Facebook. Look at this.
An Indianapolis mother is now charged with murder and child neglect after the death of her 2-year-old little girl who was found in just horrible condition.
The victim's mother,
A 2-year-old little girl just left. Let's continue. That's a shame. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, join the Young Tripp family. This is terrible, man.
admitted she knew she was neglecting her young kids by letting them live alone and in filth for days on end inside this apartment building behind me. This disgusting bedroom with a feces-covered crib and mattress is where a 2-year-old girl died over the weekend. Police claim the entire apartment where the little girl and her young sibling lived was littered in feces, urine, garbage, and rotten food.
And now, as you all seen, family,
That is terrible, y'all. This is absolutely terrible. I may even do a video, a second thing where you guys can just see the clips. This is terrible. And then I'll have the regular reaction, separate with my cover over the top. This is terrible. Let's continue.
the house is what they call in California hella. The house was hella nasty. The house was so damn nasty, family, to the fact we had a 2-year-old little girl who died while her crib was covered with feces. Ask yourself, family, why would these women do these children like this? But as it pertains to the neighbor in this story, I want to thank her myself personally for reaching out to the police and dropping a dime on Krystal, because Lord knows what would have happened to these little children if she did not make that call. But I guarantee you, she would look out her window looking across the street at Krystal Farmer and said to herself this right here.
Not on my watch. Not on my watch.
And let's begin.
Surprise, sadness, and criminal charges after a disturbing discovery inside this Flint Township home. During a welfare check, police discovered 2 small children with special needs who had been left alone.
And now,
2 kids with special needs. Not even just, just kids. These are kids with special needs. You got to be kidding me. Again, like Trey said, up living your best life and leaving your special needs kids by themselves. Such a horrible mother. As Willie D even said when I did his a video of his when he announced Mother's Day, to you bad mothers, do better. This lady, she needs to go to prison, serve time, get training on how to be a mother, and come out and be a better mother. Let's continue. This is crazy.
family, this incident was first brought to light just a couple of weeks ago inside the great state of Michigan, inside the great city of Flint Township, where we had a mom or two who goes by the name of Krystal Farmer, who decided to abandon her children. And the way that she abandoned her children leads one to wonder what in the hell this woman was thinking. And like I said in the beginning of the video, what in the hell was she doing with her time? Because if you got time to play dress up on the internet, as you all see the screenshot of her dressing up on the internet.
So you didn't got yourself the best clothes. You didn't took care of yourself and left your kids looking a mess, living in feces, disabled. Boy, I don't even know what else to say, bruh. I'm reacting to this in real time. And so I just wanted y'all to know that. This is absolutely crazy. You living your best life, got the best clothes on, while your kids living in filth and in feces. Your kids did not ask to be here. Let's continue.
You also have time to do what? Yes, you have time to clean that nasty ass house, and also make sure these babies got clothes on, and also more than anything, make sure they have decent food to eat. Because as you all going to hear, these children did not have any clean clothes, and also no food to eat.
No clean clothes, no food to eat. She just made worst mother of 2026 all by herself. You uncivilized mother. Can we even call you that? We might as well just call you an uncivilized mutt, as me and Trey and Willie D would call you anyway. Let's continue. Like I said, y'all, I'm reacting to this in real time, so this is setting me off. Disabled children, leaving them by themselves, no food, no new clothes, living in filth. Oh, I'm about to blast Krystal today. Let's continue.
Think about that. We're talking about a 1-year-old, a 3-year-old. It will make it even more trifling and sad, family, is the fact, this main key thing right here, is the fact that both of these little children with special needs. Now, if that's not enough to make you want to slap the living hell out of somebody.
I would, no, Krystal, I will make her have special needs and leave her in filth somewhere. You gonna leave your innocent children who didn't even ask to be here, didn't ask to have special needs, didn't ask to be disabled, didn't ask for you to be their mother. It just happened. You need to be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. As a person who has vision loss and don't have a serious disability to the nature of your children, but have a disability and know a lot of people like your children who have serious disabilities, this really ticks me off. I will make sure personally that you are held to the fullest extent of the law and make sure I get people to share your video all over the world. Forget the United States. You want to act like an uncivilized mother? I'm going to show you what an uncivilized mother gets. Let's continue.
I don't know. Let's continue.
It started with the welfare check.
Flint Township Police, are we in here?
Officers knock, then step inside.
Oh, Jesus. There's a little kid. Yep. Hey, buddy.
What they find hard to watch.
Kid's back here in the bathroom. Check that other room. Now, as you all seen, family, the house was so nasty till the policeman had to call upon Jesus. So they let you know the house was hella nasty.
That is crazy. He said, Lord Jesus. Her house was a mess. Her kids were there by themselves. Two seriously disabled, as I've had a lot of serious disabled kids in my life. You know, with me going to the school for vision loss in Kansas City, people who have like serious disabilities. We're not talking about people who have like just vision loss like myself. And when most people use the words special needs, that's like somebody who can't ever be left alone, like never in their life. They're never going to be able to be really left alone. They have real serious special needs, seriously disabled. We're not talking about no blindness, no deafness, no prosthetic leg stuff, no, just simplified disabilities where you just need, maybe a little bit of some simple help. Special needs is like the person cannot be left alone. And she left her two special needs kids alone. Oh, yeah. I'm going to put her on blast today. Let's continue.
Now, what makes the story so trifling, family, also is the fact that when these two officers responded to the scene and found these two children, they found one child, yes, naked, the first child he seen. That's why the image was blocked out. And if you all noticed, as you all looked around this house, every room inside this house was nasty, was towed the hell up.
I mean, it's so bad. I can clearly see it on the screen with my vision loss. You know, but I still have pretty good vision in one of my eyes, though. But I guarantee you my other eye is working. This is absolutely insane. To leave your kids by themselves. Let's continue. And disabled. And in filth. No food. Feces everywhere. Let's continue. You gonna be put on blast today by young Tripp. I guarantee you that.
Let me let you know, family, that Krystal Farmer, trifling ass, been gone. But ask yourself,
Krystal Farmer is about to be exposed by a whole bunch of bloggers today. And young Tripp is going to be the one that's going to be pushing it the hardest today. You going to leave special needs kids by themselves, you uncivilized, ungrateful mother. Kids are supposed to be a blessing, you stupid idiot. Let's continue.
What in the hell was she doing? I guarantee you it is. And this is allegedly, because we don't know. But one thing we can say is this right here. She wasn't doing what a woman's supposed to do. She wasn't doing what a mom's supposed to do. But I guarantee you this. She was somewhere laid up with another man, allegedly. Think about that, family.
And I bet you she was creating another one to leave alone. You stupid, dumb. Ooh, wee. I'm just trying to be a light for YouTube. Let's continue.
Because I know several women like that. And I'm sure you all know some women like that who would go lay up with a man and leave their children at home by themselves. We talking about young children with nothing to eat for days upon end. And if you know anybody like that, my advice to you today is to dial 1-800-SNITCH on their ass. Let's continue.
Trash stacked so thick they can't walk normally.
And a kid down in here.
You said what?
Let's continue.
Trash stacked so thick they can't walk normally.
And a kid down in here. And a kid back here.
Are they okay?
No.
A faucet running.
Hey, buddy, where's mommy and daddy at?
The question is, do these kids even know they daddy? Probably not, knowing the type of mother it looks like they got. Let's continue.
Feces smeared along the walls at a child's height.
But I am with the officer, though. Where is the daddy? Because he needs to get her in line and he needs to get involved with his kids if he's not involved. And more likely, he's not. Because who would be with a woman who has a house looking like this in filth, dirt, and nasty? It had to be a one-hit wonder show. In the bedroom, that at least 2 times, maybe with the same person or with multiple different people. Insane. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and join the Young Tripp family. This is insane. Let's continue.
I was trying to eat raw, spoiled meat. The other curled up on the floor.
Hey, buddy, you gonna say?
And this is part of the video.
They was trying to eat raw, spoiled meat. Krystal. Bruh. Let's continue.
It really broke my heart. What we seen the 2 children. Now remember, when the officers first responded to the house, they seen one child naked. And then as they went further into the home, they seen another child, you all, and it happened to be the 1-year-old. The 1-year-old was trying to eat spoiled meat, spoiled, rotten meat.
That is absolutely insane. Krystal, we gonna make you eat raw, spoiled meat, you uncivilized. Ooh, bruh. I am trying to keep my composure right now. Your kids are already disabled, and you leaving them by themselves. They eating raw, spoiled meat. Bro, let me shut up before I say something that I shouldn't say. Let's continue.
Because, once again, like I said in the beginning of the video, there wasn't any food in the house. Think about that, family. So, when people say, Trey, you being mean, you going too hard on these people, think about the children. And also, more than anything, think about if you was the child. Picture that. So, if you have something to say about what I'm saying about these people, you're watching the wrong channel, because we're not making excuses for grown-ups. We're talking about children. When it comes to children, grown folks need to speak like grown folks and stop trying to make excuses for these people who are doing this trifling type of behavior. Now, some of y'all might be saying, well, Trey, mental illness is real. And for those of you out there who's going to use that excuse for this woman, let me tell you this. Yes, mental illness is real. But let me tell you also what's even more realer. Being hella nasty. That's real. So let me...
Absolutely. And they quick, and a lot of people love to say that. Trey says a lot of people say that in his comments. I've never really looked at his comments, that a lot of people will try to say, well, maybe this person is mentally ill. We go back to the situation with Shamar Elkins, a couple of other stories that I can just think of that Trey did, where people would say, well, Trey, maybe they're mentally ill. We got to stop blaming mentally illness on everything. But people still want to date people who are mentally ill. People still want to date people who's mentally ill. People still want to have children with people who are mentally ill, but be quick to turn away somebody who got vision loss. Make that make sense. If we want to try to blame mental illness, this ain't no situation of no mental illness. If she got mental illness, she shouldn't have, somebody else should be taking care of her kids. And people need to evaluate what type of people that they want to date. Instead of, like I said, a lot of people be quick to run away from me over one of my eyes being messed up. But I guarantee you this woman didn't have a hard time finding nobody because she got kids. Make it make sense. If we want to blame some serious mental illness, I'll show you real serious mental illness. I'll introduce you to people who I know who got real serious mental illness. This is just her just wanting to do what she want to do. That's it. Because people will be quick to run away from me. Oh, you got vision loss? Oh, bye. But if you want to talk about somebody who got mental illness and she got mental illness, but somebody was quick to want to talk to her and have 2 kids with her. Not 1, but 2. And now she done left them. Eating spoiled food. Rotten meat that ain't even cooked. Getting herself the best clothes. Leaving her kids in feces clothes. People better start evaluating who they really want to date and pick people who will really be good and not just be judging people off of things like simple stuff that can just happen to people, like vision loss. If you want to talk about mental illness and claim that this woman is mentally ill, this ain't the type of mentally ill person I would want to be talking to. I would rather take somebody with my situation with vision loss any day over somebody who's who we want to say is mentally ill and just don't want to take care of their kids. But they made sure they G'd up from head to toe. Let's continue. We got to stop with that excuse.
Ask you all this. Why do these women have children, but at the same time don't want the children? You have children, you don't work, you get a check from the child, you don't cook and clean, you don't make sure the child have clean clothes on, but at the same time, some of these women receive checks for these children.
Right, because of the nature of their disability. And I bet you she do. And probably don't even damn work. Let's continue.
Ask yourself this. What are they doing with the money? And also, what are they doing with the time? Now, these 3 different women I showed you all, they all have one thing in common. And what's that, you all, before we close this video up? They all made sure they had clean clothes to wear and also decent food to eat. And they all played dress up on social media. So they go to show you.
Trying to get a whole bunch of followers on TikTok and Instagram and blow up. You didn't blew up now, but all in the wrong way. Ha, you better believe it. Because young Tripp about to blast y'all ASS's today. I promise you that. Ha. You want to become famous? I'm about to make y'all asses famous today. Let's continue.
These women know damn well what they are doing. But at the same time, if you don't want to have children, use birth control or just don't have sex. Think about that. What you think is going to happen if you have sex. But at the same time, if you don't want to have children, use birth control or just don't have sex. Think about that. What you think is going to happen if you have sex and you can have children. You're going to have a child. Now, if you're not ready to have a child, keep your damn legs closed. Let's close up.
Nothing but facts. Go listen to my song, Never Trust. Never trust a girl. Never trust a bee. Never trust a bee gossiping and talking shit. Never trust a. You better go listen to that. Young Tripp. Never trust dirty. Listen to the dirty version because you're going to want to listen to that after this. Never trust a bee. Never trust a bee. Never trust a bee gossiping and talking. Never trust a. Because she can't keep her legs closed. Go listen to it, baby, because that's what I'm about to listen to once I wrap up this video. I may even play it in the video. This is absolutely insane. Let's continue.
Neighbors say something didn't feel right and that their concerns were raised months ago.
I think that this has gone on at least since September. I never, ever could have imagined that that was actually what was going on in that house.
And now in closing, like I told you all in the beginning of the video, thank you to the neighbor for snitching, for dropping that dime. And ma'am, I'm just playing when I say snitch. But at the same time, thank you or whoever the hell else who made that phone call. Because I can tell you right now, if I ever see somebody abusing their children, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to call the police on your ass. And then when the police come, I'm going to be right outside talking to them, pointing right at you. So it won't be no shadow of a doubt who snitched on you. Because when you see my tall ass standing out there next to the cop, you can look and say, well, Trey snitch. And you damn right I did. And I advise anybody else today who is hearing this video, if you know where children are at and they are being abused, please call the police. Please call Child Protective Services. Because the last thing we need, just like in the case of the story out of Indiana, is another child to die because they trifling ass mom would not make sure they got decent food to eat and also clean clothes to wear. But think about this though, family. Once again, why do people have children just to misuse them? That's what breaks my heart. But anyway, you all let me know what you think about this story. If there's anything I may have missed or misinformed, which is not my true intent, please let me know in the comment section or you can email me and we can talk about it more there. If you like the video, push that like button. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel, become a channel member. Also share the video with your family and friends. Till next time, you all stay blessed. Love those children. Those children are gifts from God. Because you got to understand one thing today. These children did not ask to be here. So as you do for yourself, you make sure you got food to eat, and you make sure that your clothes is clean. Make sure your child has the same thing. And guess what? You won't be on a Trey King show. It won't be no problem. Anyway, I will see y'all soon on the next Trey King show. And I'm out.
And you won't be on Young Tripp's channel or anybody else's. Yeah, she is terrible. Leaving disabled kids by themselves, eating spoiled meat, sleeping in feces beds, trying to eat spoiled meat, like I said, eating their feces and all this other stuff. This is absolutely insane. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, join the Young Tripp family. Never trust a bee. Never trust a bee. Never trust a bee gossiping and talking. Never trust a. I'm putting that also part of the pinned comment as well too in the link in the description where y'all can go listen to my song Never Trust because it fits her exactly. Until next time, y'all, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Join the Young Tripp family. Most people are watching but not subscribing. Hit that subscribe bell and join the Young Tripp family. I'm putting her on blast as soon as this uploads after I plug it in and it transfers off the GoPro into the GoPro Quick app on my iPad. And this is going out immediately. She about to get exposed. Peace, y'all.